Alright, so this section is 11.1, quadratic functions and their graphs. So this is the intro to this on quadratic functions. You see down below that it talks about the standard form for a quadratic function. And then also on page 728 is a really nice picture of these different kinds of quadratic functions where we have x squared. And so they talk about vertex. They also talk about axes of symmetry. So let's do that in the pad. So here for 11.1, okay, we have quadratic function. In standard form. Okay, so that is f of x equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. And so it typically looks like this if we take the basic form of y equal to x squared. If I was to graph that, okay, this takes on the shape of this, a U shape. Okay, and the reason why it goes up is because the A is positive. The curve goes up. If A is negative, then the curve goes down. Okay, so if I did y equal to negative x squared, then it would do this. It would go downward. Okay, and also in that section we talk about the word vertex point. Vertex point is right here. It is the lowest and the highest point in the quadratic. So vertex point is a point that is the minimum or maximum point in the curve. So this one here is a minimum vertex. This one here is a maximum vertex. So you can see that it is the highest. As we go along the curve, it's the highest point. On here, it's the lowest. Okay. The last thing that they want to talk about is axes of symmetry. An axis of symmetry is a vertical line that passes through the vertex, but it is not part of the parabola. So it's a vertical line that passes through the vertex. So in this case, I'll draw it as a dotted line. It would be a dotted line going right through the y-axis. And so it's kind of hard to see. So that's y, I'm sorry, that's x. That's x equal to 0. So all along this line, x is 0. So that's my equation, x equal to 0. And that's called the axis of symmetry because this line, which is not part of this graph, it's just cutting the graph in half. Because you notice if I took this curve and I could fold it over to the other side. I don't draw a very good picture, but if we graphed it on your calculator, it looks nicer. So we go to equals, and so here it is. And so that's what I did. I put it in x squared. And so I get this curve. It's nice. This is the axis of symmetry going right down the y-axis. Also, to show the other one, the negative x squared, just so you see it. And if I graph that, it will be the one that goes downward. So there's the one that goes downward. So x squared is y equal to x squared is going up. And then the y equal to x negative x squared is going down. And so these are the particular things that we will be looking for and creating in this section.